Hey guys, what's up? It's just Connor here. I hope you're having an amazing day as per usual. In today's video, I want to talk about the popular question that comes in every industry, any make money online vehicle happens all the time. Is X saturated? Is high ticket sales saturated? I got asked this in the DMs by a young gentleman just yesterday. And I wanted to make a full video addressing this topic in full, in length, with all my opinions, all my analysis from someone who's experienced in the industry and who's been in it for quite some time now, which 95% of the people you probably watch on YouTube definitely haven't, right? So without further ado, let's jump in. So first we need to address what's happening in the industry in the moment. And to understand that, we need to go back, right? We need to talk about where it all started. So where this industry all started was with the man, the myth, the Sifu, Dan Lok, right? And the reason I say that sarcastically is because Dan Lok is a marketer, right? And we're going to talk about the problems that's created here in a second. But essentially, what had happened was high ticket sales. Becoming a salesperson was not sexy before Dan Lok made it popular, right? The word high ticket close or high ticket sales, it made it sexy for people and it made people want to do it. No one has ever wanted to become a salesperson. I don't think I've ever in primary school or growing up, I've never heard someone say, I want to be a salesperson when I grow up, right? Nobody's ever said that. Really think about that. Has anybody said that to you in your life? Probably not, right? So what Dan Lok did for the industry and salespeople in general is he popularized the concept, he popularized the career of becoming a salesperson. He packaged a salesperson up as becoming a high ticket closer or entering into the high ticket sales industry, right? That's what I got sold on, right? I got sold on becoming a high ticket closer, right? Because it was more sexy. It wasn't a salesperson, it was a high ticket closer, right? Which is why most people like it. They buy into it. Now the problem is that Dan Lok, like amongst many other people, would sell people the dream, the lifestyle, but not give them the skills to match it, right? And he would sell hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people, just as people do right now in the industry. They sell people the dream, but they don't give them the right skills to match it. And what happens is it comes with a lot of burned and frustrated people, but it dilutes the market, right? There's a lot of noise in the market right now. So if you have the right strategies, it's actually very easy to stand out, right? But most people don't have the right strategies because they're learning from the wrong people, right? So I'm glad that you found my YouTube channel because literally I'm giving you free game every single week, 3 videos a week. So hopefully you're enjoying the value, hopefully you're getting the insights, right? Let's start breaking apart. Well, actually, before I do that, it wasn't just Dan Lok. It was many, many people, right? There was many, many people. Even still today, there was a guru that created a course that knows nothing about what they're talking about, sold it for $1,000, and has got a ton of bad reviews, a ton of people that have just absolutely been shitting on it because it was terrible information. I haven't seen it personally, but I've seen it at a high level, and I know even just seeing the curriculum that you're basically going out into as a sales career with a paper sword to a sword fight, right? But the guy's got a big long sword and you've got a little paper sword. Like that's the equivalent of the skills they equipped you with. But the problem is, again, I'm going to talk about how they sell you the dream and not give you the right skills, right? As far as like high ticket sales being saturated, right? The first things first is the actual acquisition of offers, right? That's the really key thing that a lot of people are worried about is like, okay, well, there's so many people buying into this. How am I going to stand out in a sea of competition where I'm just a complete beginner, right? The how you do that is you just do the complete opposite of what everyone else is doing. The 90% of the industry is struggling right now. I can guarantee you that, right? There's so many people out there that have bought a course, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10K plus, right? And they've been guaranteed the world. They've got guaranteed placement. They've got this, they've got that, and it doesn't work out, right? First off, let's address the DM messaging strategy. The DM messaging strategy does not work, right? It is ineffective, and it just makes no sense. Logically think about this, guys. If you're watching this, really think about it. Would you go and walk up to a multi-seven figure, a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, person who's worth 8 figures and go, hey man, can I work for you? Hey, can I become a high ticket closer? Can I like come and just like sell for you? Would you be opposed like me like coming and calling your leads for free for a week? Can I cold call your leads? No, It would make zero sense. And so why would you do that to people who are just online, right? The real life component's just missing. If it's like, for example, I think Sabri Subi, who is a great marketer in Australia, he owns one of the fastest growing digital marketing companies in Australia, is he communicates very well. That's the equivalent of like walking up to a stranger and asking if you want to have sex with them, right? That's marketing, right? Your marketing process as a business is, hey man, want to work together? I hate to break the reality for you, but that's just simply not how it works. And so many gurus in this industry, at least 95% of the industry, are teaching the same methods and strategies. So everybody's using the same stuff that doesn't work anymore. And so it's actually really easy to stand out, right? Which I'm going to talk about a little bit later on. Now, the acquisition strategies as a whole. So you've got DMs, which a lot of people teach, is like directly messaging business owners. You've got Upwork, right? And you've got guaranteed placements, right? Again, very few of these actually work. I've very rarely heard of someone, very small percentage of the time, maybe they get lucky, right? From sheer luck or, volume to getting luckier. But what I find is with those different strategies, they're never successful, right? They're extremely saturated and nobody's doing anything different. That's why the RSA guys are getting roles in record times. I've never seen anything like it. And we're not just talking traditional, like general roles. We're talking guys landing roles with multi-seven-figure companies within weeks, months, 30 days. I've never heard of that before. Now, I like to establish the expectation with everybody that joins the RSA that it will take a long time to achieve the result you're looking for, right? It may happen very earlier, right? Sweet, that's a bonus. But you need to establish that it's going to take 6 months to a year to actually get to where you want to go. Because if you don't, and you come and expect this is going to be easy, and you get a bunch of undesirable results, you'll give up and you'll just say it's too hard and you'll never do it again, right? Which would be incredibly sad. Now, the next thing is what I've observed as far as like the industry being saturated is like 90% of the industry's mindset is completely broken. Now, what do I mean by that? As I mentioned before, these marketers sell people into this the by the beach mindset. It's going to be easy. The 3-hour work week, right? 4-hour work week. It's going to be easy. You're going to be closing deals by the beach. You go travel the world. You do whatever you want. Rah, rah. Like, sure, some of those things are reality, but you're not going to just be foot off the gas working 3 hours a day doing whatever you want, right? Especially not in the beginning. You can work your way up to that, sure, to a degree, but you're still working a job, right? This is not going to be easy. And so that's why a lot of the guys in the RSA take everybody else's lunch money, because they have the right mindset, they have the right expectations, and they're not a high-ticket closer. They're a remote sales professional, right? They're a salesperson, right? And they treat and act their career just like they would as any other type of job, but as a high performer, because you're in an industry where you're rewarded on your performance, right? So majority of the industry's mindset is broken. They think it's going to be easy, and they're lax, and it's going to be super shortcut, fine, easy, right? And so, again, there's a lot of room for improvement there, which, again, leads more to the fact that the industry isn't saturated, right? It's saturated for those people. It's not saturated for the people who have the right methods, the right strategies, the right expectations, the right strategies, right? Now, the final thing is, of course, sold on the dream, right? People sold on the dream that it's fast. Like it happens overnight, it happens 30, 60, 90 days. It's more like 6 months to a year, to be honest with you, and being extremely realistic, right? Some people will get it very fast. We have guys that got to 20K a month in 5 months, 10K in 4 months, right? People crushing it, like 6 figures in 2 weeks, leaving their job, right? Guys leaving their job in like a month. But I'm not telling you that that's going to be you, because again, these are the denominators, right? These are the special variables. Everything is on you, right? You can carry and do what you want. You go as fast as you want. But some people, and most people, will take a lot longer than usual, right? And that's why I'm extremely honest, and I tell people who, before they join my program, this is the expectation of the timeline that you will have, right? It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be overnight. And because people are sold on the dream, what happens is, even though people are sold in this industry hundreds, thousands by the day, the reason it's not saturated is because people are sold on the dream and they give up month 1, 2 months, 3 months, even 6 months down the line, maybe even a year down the line. Where the true money is going to be made is if you can last in this industry for longer than a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you'll have more money than you will know what to do with, right? This goes from a network standpoint, from like general mass amounts of network, the amount of value that you have in your network, and the amount of value you can provide to your network, right? It develops over time, right? You are a valuable person, but you become more of a valuable person over time the more time and attention you spend in this industry, right? So, long story short, with all those points, DM messages, acquisition strategies, mindsets being broken, the wrong expectations, you're sold on the dream, it's never been easier and harder at the same time, right? Lots of competition, but they are bad, is what I'm trying to say. Majority of the industry suck. Bad expectations, they're not salespeople, they're people who come into the industry being sold on the dream, and they don't try hard, they put in no effort, they have no skills, they have no strategy. I might be insulting you here if you're watching this video, but this is truly what I'm seeing at the moment. It is never been harder and easier at the same time. There is more competition than ever, but the people that actually put in the effort with the right strategy is so little to none that it's ridiculous, right? I think at the moment we're approaching about 100 members in the RSA at the moment. We started back in April, right? Do the maths, right? We've done pretty well over time. The people in the RSA that actually put in the effort and put in the energy and the time, make the sacrifices, they'll get to where they want to go, right? I get asked all the time, what's your success rate, blah, blah, blah. What's success defined on? Is it how much money they make? Is it how long it took them to get a role? There are so many different variables, right? I define success as someone attaining the result they originally got. But again, there's so many different variables that we kind of have here. Everybody that's looking for a role in the RSA most definitely has one. I guarantee you that. Everyone that's been looking for a role and actually puts the effort in with the strategy that we have has a role, right? And they're getting close to where we want to go, right? So all it takes is the right effort, the right strategy, multiplied by the exponent of time, and you will get to where you want to go. You guys know this, the equation for success in high-ticket sales. Go check it on my YouTube channel. So, where is the industry going and what is my thoughts? The industry is going to continue to become more competitive, more people will enter over time. But the thing is, as far as like I'm seeing people like actually teaching this and educating people with the right information is so few to none, it's actually astonishing. I very rarely see people in this industry that know what they're talking about and are actually good people and can actually help people. It's just the raw, honest truth. There are some people out there that I think are fantastic, right? There's really a few people. There's people that I know personally. There's some people that I don't know personally. I think from what I've seen in the content, I think they're fantastic people, and I don't really see them as competitors either at all, right? So where the industry is heading is it's going to continue to get worse. It's going to continue to get more saturated, more competitive. But as long as you have the right strategy, and you have the right mindset, the right effort, you will get the results you're looking for and then more than you could have ever imagined, right? You just have to do something different. You have to do the right things and you have to put in the right effort, okay? So that's my observation. That's my analysis of where everything's heading at the moment. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed my opinion. Hopefully you enjoyed my rant. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.